Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Europa League final on RBTV. In this very intriguing final here today, it's an all English final. It's Tottenham and Manchester United live from Spain. It's going to be, and naturally, I hear everything on my headset. Welcome once again to the final. Sorry if you heard an echo there. Welcome again. Robbie Basil here with you today. I am very, very excited for this final. Probably, for those who know, I don't like either of these teams. But what I'm ready for today is to suffer along with all of you because neither of these teams have scored in their last two Premier League fixtures. You have to go back 2 weeks to when either of these teams scored, whether it was Tottenham scoring in Norway against Bodo Glimt or it was Manchester United actually scoring in the facility where they were playing this matchup, or rather against the team that plays at the San Mane, and that is Athletic Club Bilbao. Tottenham and Manchester United. That is the final today. Let's take a quick look first. Before we go into the teams and who to watch out for, let's go into the starting 11. Actually, before I do that, make sure to click in the poll in the chat who you boys think is winning this game. You could click neither because neither deserve it. But here we go. Manchester United starting 11. Let's take a look at it right now. Andre Onana is in goal once again. Back three of Shaw, Maguire, and Lenny Yoro. Dorgu, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes alongside Mason Mount, Diallo, and Rasmus Højlund is up front today. That is the lineup for Manchester United. You can see it here with the 3-4-3 with Onana in goal with that back three. And they were talking about on the pregame today how intriguing that back three can be because sometimes those four midfielders and the three center halves, sometimes they get beaten in behind, and in between the lines, there's a lot of space. So if those seven players can play a little bit more compact, that would prevent a lot of distribution that Tottenham like to play those through balls in behind. Interestingly enough, no Alejandro Garnacho. He is not in this team today. Amad Diallo and Mason Mount are usually where Alejandro Garnacho would play. Bruno Fernandes dropping back into that midfield four. And also interesting to note, no Manuel Ugarte in the starting 11 for Manchester United today. They are going up against Tottenham, a Tottenham side that sits 17th in the English Premier League. And let's see how they line up. Vicario starts in goal. Back four of Udogi, Van de Ven, Romero, and Porro. We've seen that all year long. Bentancur, Basuma, and Sarr in the midfield with a front three of Richarlison, Solanke, and Brennan Johnson. As you can see, no Song Hyung Min usually playing on that left-hand side. He's not in the lineup today. So far, they're going to go with Richarlison out on the left. Very interesting decision by the man, the myth, the legend, Ange Postecoglou, who some say, could this be where he saves his job? I was talking about it on the video that was supposed to go up yesterday, but it never went up. And I'm really disappointed that it never went up because that would have been really, really funny because we had a couple of things that we said on the show yesterday that was supposed to go up last night. And I was saying how this could be possibly the final big match of Ange Postecoglou at Tottenham. Who knows? Right now, Tottenham, they're 17th. They haven't looked very good, and they have a lot on the line today. You know, winning a trophy, possibly going to the Champions League, despite being 17th. There goes to the relegation than actually doing something competent. But there's the scenes in Bilbao, just about 10 minutes away from kickoff. So happy you all can be with me here today. Make sure to type in the chat, vote in the poll, and we'll be giving a lot of you guys shout outs as well. Big ups to everyone here today. Subscribe as well. I know I've been away from content for the last couple of months. I broadcast, I do a lot of other things, so I haven't really been around. But if you guys could subscribe to the channel, I'd be greatly appreciated today. As we get a quick look over with Schmeichel and Co. on the CBS pregame, that's what we're waiting for. We're just a couple of minutes away from the final chat. Are you boys ready? I'm not ready for this. I'm just not ready. And the reason I say I'm not ready is because I hate both of these teams. I'm an Arsenal fan, for those who don't know. I love Arsenal, but we're watching this to start off the summer of streams for this channel, and we're actually getting the performance from the center of the pitch in Bilbao. They're playing the intro song. You already know how that song goes. But yeah, big ups to everyone here today. We actually got a vote in the chat, and I can't even see it. What is happening? Apparently, just nothing on my stream wants to work. Also, I did see that I botched the lineup. I know. I'm fixing that in a minute. But yeah, hopefully I can get that fixed in a moment. And hopefully I actually could see how this poll is going. And apparently I can't. Excellent. You know, just nothing wants to work today. Also, Conference League. I will likely be streaming the Conference League. I don't know yet. I'll stream the Conference League final. But yeah, apparently the poll went away. What the? Why? Did the poll go away, chat? Is the poll still there? I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully we'll have more people join later. I know there's a bunch of guys that I know are in school. Big ups to everyone in school. I actually finished my junior year of college. The poll is back up. Apparently the poll does work. I'm just not seeing it on my phone. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, make sure to like the stream, subscribe. I'd appreciate all of you guys that subscribe. Consistent content coming back this week. Footy Fridays will be happening on Friday. I'm recording that video tomorrow. And in the future, there's a good chance that more people could be featured on either stream or on videos. So we'll see about that. But who do we got winning? Type in chat, vote in the poll. That poll will be open for the duration of the match today. So if you guys want to just write whatever the hell you want, I'm here for it. But we still got a good bit of time before the game starts. I will be commentating the whole match. And we do have graphics for the whole match, along with some stuff that you'll see throughout the summer of streams. Let me talk about that real quick, what that means before we go back into players to watch for this game today. Let me actually put in one graphic to help us out today. And there you go. That is what we were waiting for. Tottenham and Manchester United in the final from Bilbao, Spain. What is the summer of streams? I know that was a popular question that I've gotten recently. So essentially, a lot of games, I want to get back to streaming. I love streaming games. I love having you guys watch the streams, and I love commentating soccer. For those who don't know, I commentate soccer at my school. I'm commentating in the USL, in USL2 this year, in USLW. Big ups to Morris Elite. I'll be repping their merch all season long. And with that, I want to do more games here. So, Gold Cup, Club World Cup. We're doing the Nations League for UEFA in a couple weeks. So, a lot of different games will be featured on this channel. I think every 3 consecutive weekday streams, like weeks of weekday streams. So, it'll be this Conference League final next week, and I think it's the Nations League semifinal, the second one, the one that's on the Thursday. All will be streamed right here. So yeah, and that will start the big summer of streams. I know there'll be one stream I think in June. I'm just gonna chill with you guys. I think that'd be freaking hilarious. Talking about like CONCACAF. I think that would be like you could talk about like El Salvador getting bumped out by Puerto Rico in soccer. I think that'd be flipping hilarious, especially in an expanded World Cup. What we're currently waiting for right now. They're doing the pregame stuff on the pitch. They're just running in circles. I don't know what's going on. And that's the way that I like it. All right. Are we voting in the poll? We need votes in the poll, dang it. Vote in the poll. Also, I will probably go to a Club World Cup game. I need your guys' opinion. Should we vlog that? If I go to the Club World Cup, if I go to a match, should I vlog the match? Like just film stuff that's going on. It would not be the highest quality video ever, But should I vlog that? Type yes in chat if you want to see that. Type no. Type 3 if you're just pissed off that these two teams are in the final. Because I am with you on that. I am 100% with you on that. I am, because I think both of these teams, neither of them deserve to be here. And here we go. Here is the walkout. Finally, we're nearing the beginning of this final. Boys, I'm almost ready to go. I'm almost ready. I had a good meal before the stream today. I had a sandwich. I actually didn't finish the sandwich, but we're not going to talk about sandwiches today. I also have to fix the camera for a minute because apparently something is just breaking on my on my control panel on my actual monitors. Yeah, I just got to log into something else real quick. Hold on, boys. All right. That should work now. All right. What are our responses in the poll? Are we like answering the questions in the poll? Are we doing it today, chat? Boys, what are we? Did we get answers in the poll yet? I don't know. The poll's just not loading. I don't know what that's about. But here we go. Here is the walkout. Tottenham in white. Manchester United's actually in black, even though on the score bug it will show in red. Because I don't know what it will show. Oh, this is the new score bug. So no, it will actually show them in black. So it actually does kind of work. Yes, everything is live. It's ready to go. And for some reason, just nothing's working. Excellent. All right. There it is. They're playing the Europa League song. Boys, I'm ready. Are we ready for chaos? Are we ready for the chaos? I'm not ready for it yet. So let me just text somebody real quick. But yeah, shout out to everyone who's been here. Like and subscribe. We actually got 1 subscriber so far. Big up to everyone who's going to sub today. And before we start, let's look at the lineups one more time. Also, it would be helpful if I typed in this thing. But yeah, let's look at Manchester United's lineup again. We'll give you their lower third lineup again. Onana is in goal. Shaw, Maguire, and Lenny Euro, the back three. Midfield four of Dorgu, Casemiro, Fernandez, Mazraoui out there on the right. Mount and Diallo in the 10s, with Rasmus Højlund up top as well. That is the starting 11 for Manchester United. We'll get a quick overview of that again as well. Make sure everything's easy to see, and that's hopefully what we're going for today. That is the Manchester United lineup. You'll see that back three, the struggle they talked about in the pregame, playing in between the lines. That's been a big success for a lot of these teams playing Manchester United so far this season. But Ruben Amorim has a tall task today, trying to win a big European trophy for Manchester United. He's going up against Ange Postecoglou's Tottenham Hotspur. Vicario starts in goal. Udogi, Vendeven, Romero, and Paro, the back four. Rodrigo Bentancur starts with Basuma and Sarr in midfield. Richarlison, Solanke, and Brennan Johnson start up top for Spurs. They've lost 21 games this season. That's been a big thing, or a big point of emphasis that everyone has talked about all season long. The struggles for Tottenham and Manchester United in the league. Well, in the Premier League, rather. But in the Europa League, it has been a big success for both of them, finding a way to make it to this final. Our referee today is Felix Zavoyer. I think I did not nail that. You could type yes if I did in the chat or not. I don't think I nailed that. But, boys, it is time. Tottenham are in white with the yellow goalkeeper kit. Manchester United in red with black. They're switching ends, and we're just about ready to go. Scorebug is now going to be up as well. Going with the little orange, Europa League theme as well. Getting a quick shot of Pedro Porro. Now the top of this beautiful stadium out in Bilbao, Spain. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we are ready to go. All right, sorry about that, guys. Mic cut out for a second. I fixed whatever was going on in the settings, but there they are, Manchester United and Tottenham. There's Ruben Amorim, appointed mid-season, started at Sporting, was able to coach stars such as Victor Gyökeres, who could be heading to the Premier League this coming transfer window that opens in just a couple of weeks. It will be Tottenham to start it off today with, I believe, Yves Bissouma. Tottenham are ready. Manchester United are ready. It's the Europa League final. It's on RBTV today, and we are underway in the Europa League final. It's hit forward towards Solanke, one back for a moment by Manchester United. Here's Bruno Fernandes, far side heading towards midfield. Flicked back by Diallo, and now possessed by Harry Maguire heading towards his own 18-yard box. Here's Dorgu, near side, looking for a centering pass towards Højlund, but he was in an offsides position. Just getting ourselves underway, and already offsides is the call. Shout out to everyone who's voted in the poll so far. Tottenham is leading the way in the poll with, out of the few people who have voted so far, Tottenham leads. We'll see how this ends later on. Who do I want to win? I don't really care. I hate both of them equally. You know, I really hate Tottenham more. Ball goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, Vicario. Move to near side with Pedro Porro. Pass was blocked by Dorgu and out of play for a throw. Just over a minute into the Europa League final on RBTV. Yes, I will be commentating this whole match. It's also what my current job is. So, trying to get reps as well. Porro takes the throw, flicked on it for a minute by Bissouma. Cleared away by Shaw. One back by Tottenham. And here comes Spurs down the right side, looking for a ball over the top towards Brennan Johnson, but this one looks like it'll go over the byline. No, it was cleared out of play. Luke Shaw tried to play it off of Brennan Johnson, but it's out of play in an early corner for Tottenham. So Spurs will have the first set piece of the match today. And it'll be taken from the near side. We'll see who is on this one. It will be Pedro Porro. By the way, we have never had a goal call on this channel. The first game we did was 0-0. So hopefully we're hoping for something better today. This ball whipped in by Porro, going towards the back post, and we have a foul in the box right after the kick was taken. Foul conceded by Spurs. Maguire got shoved from behind. Take a look at the last play. It was Van de Ven. Yeah, he just tackles Harry Maguire. So it will be a free kick for the Red Devils, hit away by Andre Onana. Deep free kick, heading into the attacking third for a moment, and we're going to get a foul again against Spurs in the attacking third. It's about 35 yards out from goal. Foul conceded by the 17 for Tottenham. I believe that's Dominic Solanke. Let's take a look at that. I got correction. That's Christian Romero, who just jumped on top of Rasmus Højlund. So Romero concedes the foul. And it'll be a deep free kick for United. It will be taken by Shaw. Yes, that foul was conceded by Christian Romero. Free kick taken, backstick cross. Ball is bouncing around and will go over the end line. Vicario tried to save it, but it's out of play for a corner. So Manchester United now gets their second set piece opportunity in the first corner of the match for them. And the ball is flicked on for a minute by a Maguire. Just an attempted clearance by Spurs, but they just couldn't get it away. Actually, the ball went backwards and over the end line for a corner. Bruno Fernandes to take the corner. Whipped in with pace, flicked away for a minute by Basuma. But Manchester United are able to collect with Mazraoui. Ball over the top, far side, looking for Bruno. He flicks it on, heading towards the 18-yard box. Rasmus Højlund keeps it at play. It's Bruno Fernandes in the 18. Fernandes left foot shot blocked actually by Mason Mount, and Tottenham are able to try and clear, and they do for only a moment. Shaw keeps it. Now Mount, still in the attacking third, are Manchester United. They're actually going to play it back into their own half with Yaro. What a weird sequence. Just to walk you through that last sequence. They tried to go ball over the top. Rasmus Højlund actually dribbled it away from Vicario. But they just couldn't get a good shot off. Fernandes tried to go weak foot, but it was blocked by Mount. And now Manchester United are just slowing things down a little bit. 5 minutes in to this first half. Ball over the top, looking near side Højlund. Intercepted by Romero, but he plays it out of bounds for a throw in near side heading towards the attacking third. Very odd start, not going to lie. We're looking at that play one more time. Højlund able to keep it in, keep his composure, try to find Bruno, but couldn't get it done there. Tottenham intercepted off the throw-in, but Manchester United win it right back with Diallo. Casemiro, he takes a hit from behind, and it'll be a free kick foul conceded by Basuma. Yeah, Basuma just going to the back of Casemiro, just a reckless challenge by him there. There's Amorim as well, started the season at Sporting, was appointed after Ten Hag got canned mid-season. And this one's played off of Brennan Johnson for a throw-in, still in the Manchester United half of the pitch, about 15 yards away from midfield, but this one is now played all the way back to Onana. That pass from Shaw, and Onana plays it long. Ball won back by Basuma. Now Richarlison, and a good challenge there by Casemiro as he wins it back for United. Now it's with Mazraoui. Heads over midfield, try to pass it back to Dorgu, and good defending there again by Richarlison. Out of play for a throw. Good tackle there by Casemiro, just able to just get it away from Richarlison on that far side. Now it's with Luke Shaw after the long throw. Mason Mount near side pass to Højlund. Højlund guarded by Basuma. Højlund heading towards the corner flag, and he's going to win a throw-in. Højlund shouting at the referee, how is that not a foul from Basuma? Basuma really tugging at the jersey and going after the cleats of the number 9 in red. Throw and taken by Dorgu. Back across into the Manchester United half with Maguire. Flip to Yoro. Far side now Mazraoui. Back to Yoro once more. Manchester United have been the better team inside of the first 8 minutes. They've dominated possession, but neither team having a real scoring chance so far. The only chance early was the minor chance in which Manchester United got into a good position off of a almost time mistake. High pressure now for coming from Tottenham, and Luke Shaw's going to try and play it off Johnson, but it actually hits off Luke Shaw again, and it'll be Tottenham throwing in the deep in the attacking third by the near side corner flag. Porro will take the throw in. It's about in line with the top of the 18-yard box. Porro takes the throw. Goes with a little 1-2 with Bentancur. Drop back to Basuma. Back to Romero. Still in the Manchester United half. Now Porro. He's going to go with a deep ball in, looking for Richarlison, but it's flicked away by Mazraoui and out for a corner. Good defending there by the former Bayern Munich player. Corrects the former Ajax player as well. Just a deep ball in, and good read there by Mazraoui to get in front of Richarlison. Would have had a good head on it, Richarlison, but it's out for a corner, and the second now for Tottenham. Spurs trying to do anything here early on, trying to find a way to get in front in this Europa League final. Looks like, I believe he'll be taken by Paro again. Johnson at the top of the box. A couple of Spurs inside the 6 or even inside the 18. This one is whipped in. Back post, punched away by Onana. Still is with Spurs. Far sideline Paro. He's going to go with a near post cross, but it's headed away by Mount. Bentancur gets it back now for Tottenham. And it's all the way now into the Spurs half with Basuma, and he's going to take a shove, and a foul conceded by Amad Diallo. Make sure to like and subscribe to the stream. It would be greatly appreciated. Actually, that was not who I thought it was. That was Udogie who actually won that foul. But that foul, he came so close to the near side, I didn't think it was him. Here's Mickey Van de Ven. Over to Romero. 10 minutes into the Europa League final, absolutely nothing has come in terms of goals. There's a ball over the top looking for Solanke. Solanke and Maguire after it. Here's a bad mistake in the back. Here's Brennan Johnson. Johnson across. Save Onana. Follow-up chance is blocked and cleared away. Tottenham now having the best chance. And here's going to be a high challenge and a foul and a free kick for Spurs. Charlison was going for that one, but it's Amad Diallo who's going to concede a foul on the far side. What a change in pace over the last couple of minutes from Tottenham. Let's look at that last play. Maguire tries to clear it out of play, but Brennan Johnson intercepts, tries to go across, but not a big save. And then the follow-up chance was blocked. And now you're seeing a bit of enthusiasm from Tottenham. Seeing a little bit extra pressure coming from guys like Dominic Solanke and Brennan Johnson on the near side. But this is what, if you're a fan of Tottenham, what you want to see. A lot more energy, a lot more enthusiasm. And that's what we're seeing in the last couple of minutes from Spurs. Free kick to be taken from about 25 yards away. It's whipped in near post, blocked for a moment, failure to clear it away, and it'll go out of bounds and out for a corner. Richarlison had I believe, the best attempt at it. It was just skirting around in the box, and no one really went for it that time. It'll go out for the third corner for Tottenham inside of the first 15 minutes. I'll take a look at the last play. Again, Casemiro, I think, was the one who tried to clear it, but it was hit off of Mount, and Richarlison just had another opportunity. It was blocked by two United players. So they'll try it again for another set-piece opportunity. Three corners to one in favor of Tottenham so far. Cross coming from the far post, whipped in, headed away briefly by Maguire. One back by Johnson, but he's going to concede a foul. And I'll probably get a talking to by the referee as well. Hands got a little bit too high on the head of Dorgu, and Dorgu's going to win United a free kick. Johnson going up. Yeah, arm just connected with Dorgu, and it would just be a regular free kick, nothing extra, I don't believe, coming from the referee there. Very odd start to this match. I mean, you would think with United's quality, they would be dominating this game, but no, it was United inside the first, I'd say 5 minutes. But ever since then, it's been a lot of Tottenham. And Postecoglou's side has a lot to play for. Who wants to steal a Champions League spot when they've had terrible seasons in terms of their own standard? Ball heading towards the Tottenham byline. Dorgu gets taken down, but the referee says no. Sorry for talking so much. There's an opportunity there for United, but now they just collected and they're going to go for a switch. Now it's Nomar Mazraoui. Back to Euro. The big players missing this game. Delict out entirely. No Garnacho, no Son Heung-min in the starting 11 for either of these teams. A lot of pressure now coming from Tottenham. Advantage, says the referee. United want to start moving forward with pace. Long ball across to the near side, Dorgu. He has numbers in the box, heading towards the Tottenham 18-yard box. This one's crossed but blocked and out of play from Pedro Porro. Throwing United. Taken quickly by Dorgu, collected by Shaw, and just goes backwards again for Maguire. Long ball over the top, looking for Dorgu. One-time cross into the 6, but it's played out of bounds. Now for a corner. Second one coming from Manchester United now. Now you're starting to see a little bit of extra energy coming from the Red Devils. Excellent ball there from Maguire. An aerial cross, a flying cross from Dorgu, and it was just blocked and out of play for a corner. You're seeing a lot of extra bits and pieces coming from each of these teams. Now seeing something a little bit extra from both of them. Fernandez to take the corner. A lot of pushing and shoving going around in the box. Fernandez takes far post delivery. A hand. Vicario got a hand to it. It's kept in by Diallo. It's Amad Diallo. Oh, it goes across the face of goal. But it's out of play. Now that's the best chance of the game so far. Let's talk you through this one. Back post delivery. Vicario got a hand to it. Amad Diallo keeps it. And that one goes right across the face of goal. Diallo, one of his first games back, if not his first game back for United. But you're seeing a little bit of opportunities created by both of these teams. That's something you love to see if you are either Ange Postecoglou or Ruben Amorim. Neither of these teams have scored in their last 2 matches. You have to go back nearly 2 weeks. It will be 2 weeks from tomorrow to see either of these sides' last goal. Ball on the far side, a scrap for it, and it's out of play. Throwing Tottenham. Bruno Fernandes was shouting really at the referee, asking, how is that not our ball? And looked to be very close, but the AR says Tottenham throw. Into the Manchester United half, one back by United, hit forward by Maguire, one back by Romero in the Tottenham third, and now Spurs try to move it up the pitch. They have it now with Solanke. Wide to Richarlison on the wing. Richarlison, long cross into the 18-yard box, but it's cleared away by Manchester United. They're looking for one of those multiple Spurs in the box, but to no avail. Yeah, that's not a bad ball in. Actually, United might have gotten away with something. Shaw and one of the Tottenham players came together. Looked like Matasar was the one that where it happened to last time. There's a scrap towards the corner flag, and it's out of play on the far sideline. It'll be a throw in now for United. I'm actually surprised they didn't call this a foul. Doggy got his hand up really high on Bruno Fernandes. Actually got him in the face. United take the throwing quickly. Just try to hit it upfield, but it's out of bounds. Tottenham throwing again, far sideline. Still on the far sideline. No one really wants to get it off that white chalked line. The throw in for Tottenham again, nearly 20 minutes in. to this Europa League final. And just like the last stream, no goals. Excellent. Here's Richarlison. Finds a way to get past one. Parle gets taken down. No foul, says the referee, and it goes all the way to Andre Onana. You're seeing signs of what these teams can do. And here's a mistake from Tottenham for the moment. On the far wing with Diallo, he got by one, but just goes back and recycles it again. Dorgu near side. Plays it back to Luke Shaw. Sure, you guys write in the chat. It'd be greatly appreciated. I'll answer any question you guys have about me or something totally random. Totally down to do that. Ball on the far side with Mazraoui. Now it's with Diallo. Ahmed Diallo plays it back to Eleni Euro. Euro now over to Maguire. Maguire now back to the near side, Dorgu. Dorgu trying to find Mount, but it's played out of bounds by Bentancur. Throw in for United. An all-English final for the first time in half a decade. If you look at the last time either of these two were in matches like this, we'll talk about that in a second as United have it still in possession, but they just go back to Lenny Yoro. Casemiro, long ball over the top. Good switch there. Now it's heading towards the 18-yard box with Dorgu. Long lofted cross looking for Mazraoui, but it's headed away by Udogi only for a moment. Diallo enters the 18. Fernandez trying to find a centering pass, but a good bit of play there by Vicario, and he's able to collect. Good bit of play there from Diallo and Fernandez. Vicario able to collect it eventually. It's not a bad cross, but needed to be maybe one extra touch. And that would have been a much better cross there from Fernandez, but but he felt where the defender was and had to find a way to get it away. The last time either of these two were in a European final, an all England European final, Tottenham was in the Champions League final against Liverpool. That was at a time where Lucas Moura was defeating Ajax by himself. Last time United were in this situation was 2007-08 in the 07-08 season when they defeated Chelsea on pens. Scrap for the ball heading towards the touchline, and United are going to win a free kick. Brennan Johnson concedes the foul. Scrapping a little bit, Mason Mount. It was actually Bentancur, I think, who conceded the foul. Both him and Johnson were right there, and seeing a lot of pushing and shoving, and there's the tackle from behind by Johnson. And Postecoglou not really appreciating that call. Tottenham have also been in one other all-English final. That was in 1972 when they won the UEFA Cup against Wolves on pens. So the last time either of these two won a European final in an all-English European final, it was on penalties. Cross comes in, far post headed away. United will get a throw-in. They take it quickly. Diallo enters the 18, but it's intercepted by Yves Bissouma, showing his physicality. But he was trying to find that in Richarlison. One poor touch from him, and now United have it back. Casemiro, wide to Diallo. Drops it back to Mazraoui. Euro across to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno still with it. That goes a little 1-2 with Mazraoui, but a poor touch from Fernandez. Now a battle for the ball far sideline. It's won by Udogi, and now it's Tottenham trying to move forward. They advance into the attacking third, and here's a tackle from behind and a free kick. Solanke taken down by Casemiro. Free kick Tottenham. A couple of players surrounding the referee there. Not sure if they're asking for a yellow card. I'm not sure what they'd be asking for. We have not had a card yet in this match. We haven't really had anything. especially in the last couple of minutes or so. But right now, it's been a battle of who wants to suck less. That's literally been the theme in this. Who sucks less? That's why we put the poll up. Who should win this? As this one's out of play, near side throw in for the Red Devils. Taken by Dorgu, played back to Shaw, and they go all the way back to Onana. He hits it forward right into the circle, the midfield circle. Battle for the ball once again between these two. It's won back by Spurs with Basuma. He's trying to do it all by himself. He gets taken down by Dorgu. No foul call. And United just try to get it away, and it's out of bounds. Fans are asking. They're going really after this referee. Let's take a look at it again. Was it a bad tackle from Dorgu? He does briefly win the ball. I don't know about that one. There wasn't a lot of malicious intent or well, if those really know about the laws of the game, intent is not part of fouls or really anything. It's the overall action. Here's Porro by the corner flag near side. Porro scrapping with Dorgu. Ball on the end line. And Manchester United are going to win a free kick for a handball. Dorgu tried to play it off of off Brendan Johnson. But the ball, yeah, it just hits Johnson's right hand. He was trying to just close down Dorgu. But the ball just comes out, hits the arm. Free kick coming for Manchester United. Both of these fan bases have been really involved so far, even though I really haven't talked about it. Cleared away and out of bounds right across the midfield line. Really was heading towards Ruben Amorim. I don't know if Onana was trying to play a long ball to his head coach. Who knows what he was trying to do, but Tottenham have it again. 25 minutes into the Europa League final, and we still have not had a goal. Robbie Basil on commentary. It's 0-0 in the Europa League final, the first ever final on this channel. Here's a high lofted ball heading towards the United 18-yard box. Battle for it between Solanke and Maguire, and it's won by the English center back. But Tottenham win it back with Bentancur. Wide to Udogie. Now Richarlison. Trying to go with a 1-2 with Udogie, but it was played off of Mazraoui out of play, throwing throwing Tottenham. The minute I try to shout out the chat or do something, a lot of action happens. Maybe I should do that more in the future. Lofted ball towards the 18, towards Richarlison. Was won back by United, but Tottenham win it back. Here's a through ball heading towards the end line. Lofted cross in, and it hits off Dorgu and out of play for a corner. Another one coming for Tottenham. Andre Onana shouting at his young left back, saying, "What are you trying to do?" Let's talk you through this play. Deep cross from Udogie. It's heading towards no one. Looked like Dorgu was trying to chest it down and play it out and hit it away, but so far it might be a crucial mistake in terms of where we are in this match. To take the corner is Porro. Let's see where this one goes. And there was scrap in the box, but play was stopped for a moment. Referee is giving a firm talking to multiple United and Tottenham players. We'll try it again. Porro to take again. Whipped in near post. Battle for the ball. Cleared away briefly by Dorgu. Lofted header by Basuma. A lot of headers, but it's eventually cleared out by Manchester United. Now a sprint for the loose ball, but it's hit forward actually by Vicario. Ball just barely across the midfield line. United with a possible interception, and yes, they got the interception done and have won a free kick. So a free kick coming for United. Amad Diallo taken down for a moment, and it'll be a free kick. Pape Matasar has not really been involved really on that far side at all. It's been a lot of Destiny Udogie early on. They're trying to play Sar actually more centrally, but it just hasn't worked. Diallo sprinting through into the 18-yard box. He has a cross and it's blocked and cleared away by Sar. The moment I say he was not really involved, he gets in, gets a block and a clearance. So good work by Tottenham's defense. That cross actually was blocked by Johnson and cleared away by Sar. Good work there by Diallo, trying to just get anything started. Try to find that early goal for either of these teams. Ahmed trying to get the fans involved as well, as we have a player down in the 6. Can't really tell who it is. I think it's Christian Romero or Brennan Johnson. Can't really tell. One more time, look at the last play. Not a bad ball in, and it was just blocked, and they had multiple numbers inside the 6. Did Manchester United, but that's what we were waiting for, resumption of play. Player down is Christian Romero. He gets help, eventually gets up after a couple minutes, and now we're ready to resume play. 15 minutes to go in this opening half. 0-0. Fitting for how not a lot of people wanted to see this game end very well. Lofted ball back into the 18, won by Mazraoui. Now ball towards byline Diallo. Lofted cross, or attempt at a lofted cross by Fernandez, is blocked and it's out of play. Throw in again for the Red Devils, but it's right towards that far side corner flag. It'll be taken by Nomar Mazraoui. Back to Diallo. Still with him. Here's a cross, a deep cross, and he might have just slipped and put a little bit too much power on that one as it goes over everybody and it's out of play for a goal kick. If you want to look at some live numbers so far, I'm trying to like just not get out the way. Total XG 0.21 to 0.14. My God, that's terrible. Shots on target are shots total. We have 5 total shots with 1 total shot on target. This is what I was talking about. This is why neither was an option in the chat. Because you can vote still on the poll at the top of the chat. And this is what I'm talking about. Tottenham, after the goal kick, have it now near the attacking third. Out of play for a throw. Bruno Fernandes really going after this referee now. Surprised Bruno hasn't gotten a yellow for dissent yet. Here's your doggy. Dribbles along the sideline, gets taken down, no foul, and that did not look very good for Destiny Udogie. Still hasn't gotten up, and now is able to, as United are trying to go across the other way, but are not able to, and Udogie's down again. Take a look at that challenge. Yeah, that's a foul. I don't know how that referee missed it. It's a banging of the knees. I think it's knee of Mazraoui into quad of a doggy. Postecoglou saying get up, but it did not look right in that moment for the left back. So that's what we're waiting for play to resume. So we'll have a little bit before we get back underway again. Just waiting to confirm what's going on that far side. Actually, that was Basuma. 'Cause Basuma and Udogi look the same. That's why I'm like getting thrown off. So now we're back. Ball won back by United. Bruno trying to make an extra pass, but here's a collision on the far side, and here comes Tottenham the other way. Numbers on the break. Here's Udogi. It's taken down again, and this is going to be a free kick. I would not be surprised if this is the first yellow card of the match. Richarlison shouting at the referee, and I'm on the same side as him. I'm not sure how United has not gotten a yellow card yet in this match. Seeing the replay of it now. Amad Diallo just pulling at the back of the jersey, and we are going to get our first yellow card of the match today. And it'll be to Amad Diallo. So that is our first yellow card of the match. Type YC in the chat. Just trying to write in everything for you guys. And I believe it's Diallo who got it. Keep it up there for a second. Just waiting on confirmation now. While we wait on what the hell, yeah, it was Amad Diallo who got the yellow. So yellow card Diallo with 9 minutes to go in the opening half. If you're here right now in the chat, make sure to like and subscribe. Here's the cross. It's blocked and cleared away. I might have been an extra reckless challenge in there. But play resumes. Diallo got taken down, and that might be something VAR could maybe even look at. Here's Brennan Johnson, near side wing. Johnson lofted cross, deflected by Dorgu. Might have hit off the hand of Solanke. Yes, it did. And it'll be a free kick for United. Another good opportunity there, a close opportunity. Let's take a look at this one again. Yeah, it's a handball. Good call there by the center referee. Solanke concedes the handball. Let's take a look at this challenge again. Good scrap for the ball. That time was with Basuma and Diallo. So we're back underway again. Onana hits it long. One back by Basuma. Now Tottenham have it, but they try to go with a long pass towards Solanke, and there's an interception in the 18-yard box. Good work there by Pape Matasar, but is able to eventually go into the hands of the goalkeeper, Onana. Lioro tried to clear. Good pressure there by Sarr, who slid into a more central position. And he was just trying to scrap for that ball in the center of midfield. And now it's hit forward again. One back eventually by United. Third ball eventually collected by Manchester United. And we have a foul right by where the kickoff spot. And Dominic Solanke will concede the foul again. Bruno Fernandes, who got maybe we've caught an elbow or a boot high. I'm not really sure. Let's take a look at the replay. It's just a clashing of heads. It actually wasn't even Dominic Solanke. He was just in the area. What's crazy is I don't even think he got Bruno Fernandes either. Bruno, who we know got caught with a high arm earlier, like motion like that. But United win the free kick. They try to go with a long switch to Dorgu, but he just plays it back to Luke Shaw. Look at passes completed. United have 127. Tottenham 68. Early on. Here's Diallo with pace moving forward. Heading towards the byline is Mazraoui. His cross is blocked by Udogi, and now Spurs want to go on the counter. Richarlison moving forward on the far side. Now finds Udogi. Udogie gets past one. Udogie gets taken down. No foul, says the referee. Play continues. Fernandez, Hoyland, played back to Casemiro. Advantage was won by United, and now they're going to win the free kick back there towards the midfield line. Hoyland got taken down. Casemiro tried to play a long ball along the far side, but Van de Ven, who conceded the initial foul, will bring it back to the initial spot. We've had 130 plus minutes of content, a minute of streams on this channel, 0 goals. Can United find the first one here? Diallo on the edge of the 18 gets taken down, takes the shot, but it goes all the way to Vicario, and Diallo actually remains down. He's been taken down a lot in this game. They roll out to Udogie, and they kick it out of bounds, and Diallo remains on the ground, holding his neck, it looks like. Doesn't look that serious, but we'll take a look at the last play again. Ahmad, they try to go with a power, more like a power shot, but just couldn't get anything on it. It was actually taken down by Richarlison. But no foul, says the referee, and I agree with him there. No foul needed. No foul was seen by me either. So we're just right now waiting to get back underway after the brief stoppage for the player down, which was Diallo for Manchester United. There's Matthias de Ligt, who's unavailable for the match, he suffered an injury a little while ago and was unavailable for this match. United take the throw and they give it back to Tottenham. Ball just now over the midfield line. Solanke tackled by Maguire. Play continues. United have it back. Lofted ball by Fernandez, intercepted by Van de Ven. But United win the ping pong battle and get the ball right back. Correction, now Tottenham has it. Matar with the interception into the attacking third with Spurs. Richarlison. Through ball looking for Bentancur into the 18. Bentancur drops it back. Lofted cross into the 6-yard box. It's in! It's a goal! For Tottenham. Miraculous. It's the man from Wales. Brennan Johnson has scored. I don't know how that one went in. Brennan Johnson strikes again. His 5th goal in the Europa League. And Tottenham, right before halftime, have scored our opener. Tottenham 1, Manchester United 0. I can tell you right now, I have no idea how that ball went in. Matar whips it in. It hits off Johnson. He doesn't even get really anything on it. That was why my reaction was the way it was. It hits off Luke Shaw and just goes in the net. I have no idea how to describe what just happened. Other than the fact that Brennan Johnson has scored our opening goal. It's the 22 of Brennan Johnson who scores our opening goal. And there's going to be a foul. And United tried to play quickly. And there's going to be a free kick. Mazraoui got taken down this time. What a moment. Terrible goal call by me, by the way. I usually don't say goal for a while like that. And Richarlison, by the way, just swept the leg. The little goal, good old sweep the leg. What a moment for Tottenham. I'll be honest. I hate them personally, but what a moment for Tottenham, you know. Let's see if they can hold on to it. Fernandez, lofted cross, scissor kicked away by Richarlison, but it only goes as far as the far side corner flag. And it'll be a free kick for United. Take a look at the chat's poll. Most of you have said United. So far, it is Spurs who lead. Shout out to the 7 people who have voted in the chat. Far side Diallo. United needing a response. They were able to get it miraculously in the last round. Here's Fernandez, and that shot is blocked. Now Udogie tries to clear. Now Richarlison. He turns it over in the corner. Fernandez tries to go low cross, cleared away by Bentancur, and then hit away by Basuma. We're heading towards stoppage time now. Euro on the midfield line, back to Casemiro. How much stoppage time will we get is the question we are asking right now. That's why, by the way, I'm sitting so far forward, is to make sure we get the stoppage time right. Ball all the way back with Onana. Now with Euro. As he plays it back to Andre Onana, and now goes near side to Shaw. As we're into stoppage time now. Ball hit forward towards Højlund. And it's out of play for a throw. Only 2 added minutes to the end of this opening half in the Europa League final. Let's look at this again. Bentancur to Sarr, who I said was having a really poor half, and Brennan Johnson somehow puts that in. Hit off Shaw. It barely even touched Johnson. That's just poor goalkeeping, really. Here's another foul right in front of Ruben Amorim. Manchester United win back. Another free kick. Will anyone score? That is the question right now. Lofted cross, back post, headed away by Bentancur. Diallo has it. Dropped off to Shaw. Another lifted cross to literally near no Manchester United players. Headed away for a moment. United get it back. Lofted back post cross, but it's collected by Vicario. You're seeing the fans appreciate the work of their goalkeepers so far. And you're hearing the loud voices of the side from North London who are in front in this Europa League final. Here, cleared away by Vicario. Now Tottenham have it again, the attacking third. Richarlison gets past one. Richarlison lofted cross to no one. And will head it across from one corner to the other. And it's out of play for a throw. I believe that will do it for the opening half. Yes, it will. An incredible start for Tottenham, who have found a way to lead in this Europa League final. In Bilbao, Spain, it's Brennan Johnson who scores the opener, even though it's deflected off multiple players. Give me one moment. I will be right back. You'll see my screen go off for about a minute or two. That way I can pull up the correct information for you guys for what will be happening next. It's halftime. Live stats and analysis will be with you in a moment. All right, we are back, and it is halftime in the Europa League final. Apologies again for the bad goal call, but I'm Robbie Basil. Let's take a look at some halftime numbers, shall we? Those are the stats that we are looking at right now. We saw some highlights. You know about the goal, but if you look at the numbers so far, Tottenham one shot on goal, and it is their only shot, and that's how they led to their only goal. Let's look at some opportunities early on. Double chance early had I thought what was going to be the first goal, but it was the one in 11th minute. Brennan Johnson running down the near side towards the byline, tried to go with the cross, but Onana deflected the first chance. Second chance by Sarr blocked. And then you go to Ahmed Diallo's opportunity now in the 16th minute. This is, I think, United's best opportunity, trying to go across goal, and they just didn't have anyone there to support Diallo. So in that moment, let's take a look at some more highlights here. I thought this is a shot that I didn't really know if Diallo was going for a goal or for a cross, or I don't really know what he was going for. But so far, if we've looked at how these teams have played, there's a lot that you could say was good and a lot that's bad. I've loved the defending so far from Tottenham, and that's the one thing that I think has brought them over the edge. And you look at the numbers again, we'll put up the stats once more. That's partially how they're in the lead. They've conceded a lot of chances, a lot of this, that, and the other. But even if this is the way it is, and so far, United have not been able to get to where they're supposed to be. This is a moment where you have to look at yourself and say, wow, United, they've dominated possession. They've had more shots on target. They've had a lot more passes. They've had opportunities. But then you look at the expected goals number, it's only down at point 0.2. It's got to ask yourself some questions such as one, how does United how are United able to find a way to capitalize on more opportunities? What's going to be the big key for them later on in the match? And I think they connect a lot of passes well in the center of midfield, but that's it. They don't really move the ball around very well anywhere else. And that's the thing that's hurting me a lot is that United have done good in midfield. They've played well through there, but getting into the final third, getting into the last spot and getting to where, you know, they would like to find a way and score, it just has not been there. And I can see what everyone's saying, terrible goal. I agree with you. That goal was horrendous. Hold on, I'm just texting somebody earlier on, but so far it's been a lot of what is happening. Yeah, I could tell you that's why my goal call was like that. I don't usually just yell goal like that. Usually it's something more natural, but the ball just being kicked around. I didn't know where the ball was. But here we are with Tottenham leading by a score of a goal to nil. Do they deserve it? I don't know. I think that's up for you guys in the chat to decide. But so far in Bilbao, we expected something terrible, but it, I don't know, chat. I don't know. I don't know, boys. It has not been good. It has not been good, chat. This has not been good football. I wish I could be saying a lot more because, it's a final, but guys, it has not been good. You would expect a lot more. And I'm like, how is this a final? Good question, honestly. Jacob was good, bro. Good to see you, man. You missed it. I had the worst goal call ever. So L's in the chat for that. Big L. But yeah, big ups to everyone who's joined the stream at some point today. Um, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of weird stuff happen. Um, yeah, during halftime, usually during these streams, we do a Q&A. So if you have any weird questions to ask, I know there'll be more people hopefully diving into chat later. If you have any questions you want to ask or anything weird, go for it. I'll answer anything at this point just to keep halftime moving along. Yeah, just utter chaos. Last time, I didn't do it on this channel though. It was more of, I think it was on JJ's channel. The last time they had a crazy halftime, like weirder stuff happened. I don't know. You guys tell me, but let's quickly go over keys to the second half. Manchester United capitalize on in the final third. That's gonna be always gonna be the key for them. It's can they actually connect a lot of good passes, move forward, and score? We haven't seen that from them. They've had chances, they've done stuff, but following that hasn't really been, they have not been successful in that final third. Can they find a way to capitalize? I think they're going to have to make some substitutions, bring on someone like an Alejandro Garnacho, some form of finishing quality. They got to do something for Manchester United. It's for Tottenham, survival. Survival's the biggest key for them. I think a player that's played really good for me is with Yves Bissouma. In midfield, he's been pretty good. But all over the pitch, it's been very, very odd, I think, for me. There's been a lot of good players. There's been a lot of bad players. And then you have Rasmus Højlund. I mean, I don't know, honestly, what the hell is going to happen. I got nothing on that. So for those who are here, make sure to like the stream, maybe subscribe. That'd be pretty cool. Picked up a couple of subs today, so big ups to everybody who subscribed during the stream today. What we're hoping for is that Manchester United score immediately and then nothing happens again. This match going to extra time would be complete chaos and would destroy me. So I think that's what everyone is hoping for is some, second half madness. Do we agree with that, chat? I don't know. I just want to check something. So many different watch alongs. I just have mine with my 5 viewers. But big ups to the 5 viewers. I've actually done better than I thought I would on this. So big ups to the viewers. But I just want to see are Arsenal channels in shambles? Yes. Yes, they are. Unsurprisingly, Arsenal fans are in shambles. I would be if I was not streaming this. I'm just trying to see something. If there's oh, I forgot to add this hashtag to the chat. Hold up. I forgot to add a hashtag to the stream. Of course I did. Professional streamer here, chat. The video cannot be processed. Yeah. There was supposed to be a video that went out yesterday, but it just didn't go out. That's what happens when your laptop just doesn't want to work. And it's actually working today, which is I think pretty flippin' awesome. That it's actually working for once. Anyone wants to write any crazy questions, go ahead. Because we're about to get underway with the second half. I think we're nearly ready to go, no? Yep. All right, let me stop this. Let's get the score bug back in here. No, we do not have stoppage time on right now. And then let's turn this off. And then we're essentially ready to go. We'll see if there's any subs. I don't think there are any. Unless this tells me differently. So let's see what this says. Yeah, it's a. I agree with what this has said. Very cagey start, no one doing anything. Yeah, I feel like that's a fairly accurate way to put it, chat. I think we could agree with that, right? No one doing anything? Make sure to write in the chat. That'd be pretty flippin' cool. I think that would. I think that'd be pretty flippin' funny. Y'all just create utter madness in chat. I'm all for that, but no one has brought on a sub, at least from the looks of it. So it looks like we are ready to go. For the second half, are you boys ready? Is everyone ready for the second half with hopefully better commentary? Trust me, I know the first half from me, not good, but we're going to improve. This is like my preseason. But here we go. The second half of the Europa League final is underway. We did have a goal for the first time on stream, by the way, and I yipped up the goal call. So we're trying to shake off the rust. Ball hit forward and headed out of play, and someone's down immediately. Well, that's a very odd start. Someone's actually on a knee. It's, I believe, Christian Romero. It is Christian Romero. Let's take a look at the last play. Romero collided with Matar Sar. Pape Matar Sar. Yeah, actually also took an elbow from Rasmus Højlund. Inadvertently. Like, not intentional elbow from Rasmus Højlund. So as we are back underway, let's put up who's on the pitch for Tottenham. You can see it at the bottom of your screen. United hit it forward. Far side Mount. Dorgu tried to play it next, and the ball will roll out of play for a throw-in for Tottenham. Where is the other one? Here it is. Oh no, I just the same one again. Professional streamer chat. Ball hit forward, knocked around. Now Fernandez has it. Højlund taken away by Romero, and now far side Solanke, and he got tripped up, but referee says play on. So starting a little physical. That's what you're hoping for at a final. This pure and utter madness. United have it with Harry Maguire. Far side to Shaw. Tried to play Mount, but it was defended well by, I believe that was Van de Ven. No subs for either team at halftime. I'll probably see some, I believe, right away, but we'll have to wait and see. Here's Mazraoui. Over to Diallo, and ball deflected out of play by Basuma, throwing for United. We'll be taken on the near side. They throw it into Euro. All the way back now to Maguire near the midfield stripe. Good little 1-2 near side Mazraoui. Now Fernandez. Back to Mazraoui. Into the 18-yard box, Diallo. Near a post, cross the hearts, Højlund, but I don't think he was really expecting it. It was an awkward header, and it's out of play for a goal kick. I mean, it was a hot cross. Yeah, Højlund just didn't time it. That's really all it was. Let's see what the poll is at. 55% of you said Manchester United. You know what? Big ups to everyone who voted in the poll. Usually when we've done that, it didn't really work. Well, it's really the first time on this stream that I've done it. But on my old channel I used to stream on for a little bit, that media group I was with, we didn't have success like this. We're going to have a foul and a yellow card. Hello. Now this is getting tasty. It's going to go against the 37 of Tottenham. Van de Ven gets a yellow card. Type L in the chat. Van de Ven yellow card. So Tottenham will get their first one today. Is Robbie doing this all manual? Yes. One-man stream, chat. One-man stream. And I hit off. Oh, my God. I hit the wrong button again. Fernandez to take the free kick near side. Near post cross, headed away for a moment, now cleared by Bentancur. And we're going to have a foul. A little bit of a scrap afterwards. Romero and Maguire tangled together. The assistant referee saw a foul. Let's see what happened afterwards. Both of them going at it. And Maguire just held on to Romero. The assistant referee says, yes, that's a foul. Good work there by the assistant referee. Signaling to the center, yes, we have a foul. Of course, when these levels, you have the earpiece microphone. I wish that's something I have when I referee now. That would be good. That would be really good. But not. I just don't have it. Tottenham hit it away. Hit it across midfield. Battle around for the ball, far side. Cleared away by Shaw out of bounds towards the midfield line. Throw in for Tottenham. Type T if you're rooting for Tottenham. Type M if you're rooting for Manchester United. Type 0 if you're just hoping for like the meteor. That's like the joke in the Super Bowl. If you know, you know. Like what I mean by this. Hit forward by Manchester United, but one back by Udogie. And now let's play it all the way back to Vicario. Shout out to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I think I did nail my MVP pick this year for basketball. Maybe we'll talk about that next week. Hit forward by Van de Ven. And we're going to get I believe, a foul against Tottenham. Matar Sarr just going straight into the back of Casemiro. Duel on the far side between Maguire and Solanke. Tottenham win the next battle. Basuma has it. A lot of good African midfielders. I have to mention this at one point, how much we talk about African soccer on the main shows. With Basuma and Sarr, both of them with good at high-level African experience in the international game. A lot of good players there. A lot of good high-level experience throughout this match, either at the club or country level. Where it's Basuma and Sarr both trying to fight for qualification to the World Cup. We'll talk about that on Footy Fridays in a couple of weeks. As here's a good-looking through ball looking for Mason Mount. Cleared away by Romero. It's actually going to hit off of Mount and out of play. Throw in for Tottenham. A lot of white and red in that stadium in Bilbao. Never would I thought I'd say that. Tottenham trying to be the second London club to win a trophy this season, and let alone the second London club to win a trophy inside of a week. There's going to come another throw in, just a few paces forward from where the last one was for Tottenham. Cleared away by Paro. Long switch towards Richarlison right on the midfield stripe. And he gets taken down by Mazraoui for a free kick. Palace won the FA Cup, which is just insane to say, on Saturday. You have Tottenham who can win the Europa League, and then you have Chelsea who can win the Champions League. Can win the Conference League. Chelsea was never in the Champions League. Which begs the question, where's Arsenal? They're just busy, losing to PSG in the Champions League semifinal and missed out on the final by a couple of goals. So they were almost in a final as well. There's a flick on by Basuma looking for, I believe, Sarr. Correction, those were Richarlison flicking it on to Sarr, but he was offside. Here's Luke Shaw on the top of the Manchester United 18-yard box. United trying to find something, anything to get going, and we're going to have a throw-in. Mason Mount somehow 1-1 there. Mount getting yanked back. I don't know how that was not a foul on Bentancur. This is one of those moments, maybe as a referee, where you just have to stop, understand, you see the game from a different perspective. United with a good buildup of play, but a pass by Casemiro was cleared away by Mickey Van de Ven. Will anyone do anything? Are we going to get some late goal madness? Type Y if you think so. Is Mazraoui, long switch looking for Dorgu, but just didn't strike it very well. And it's cleared away by Paro. United just trying to find any way to get going up the pitch. I mean, they haven't really done a lot. And it's been a struggle for them in recent minutes. There's another interception by Tottenham. Battle in the midfield is actually won by Manchester United this time. Tottenham 1, Manchester United 0. Brennan Johnson's goal, the only difference maker so far. Hello, guys. Robbie Basil here, the founder and host of all the content here on RBTV and the start of the summer of streams. Long ball, one and for a moment by Udogie, and now is with Richarlison near side. Richarlison still with it, takes a bump from behind by Mazraoui, and we're going to get a foul. No, a handball against Richarlison. Manchester United fans really getting involved now. They're starting to show off their voice and the passion for their club, or frustration at the referee. Who really knows? Diallo dribbling down the sideline. He kicks it out, trying to hit it off of Udogie. And you're hearing Tottenham really getting involved as well. This is what you were hoping for in a final like this. Let's take a look at what happened. Yeah, it was actually Udogie who played it off of Diallo. Both sides really nervous. And I think the fan bases look really nervous. And there's a turn by Richarlison. It's out of play. Throw in for United. Good decision there by the assistant referee. He got that one completely correct. And then right afterwards, we're going to get a foul against Yves Bissouma. I think Basuma has to be a little bit careful now. I think both him and Bruno Fernandes are both getting away with a lot. And I'm surprised Bruno's not on a card yet either. Same with Basuma. Near side ball with Mazraoui, and Richarlison takes him down. And this will be the second yellow card against Tottenham. So it'll be a yellow card for Richarlison. Number 9 in white. It just takes down Mazraoui. I don't know what that was about. So Richarlison gets the yellow card. So 2 Tottenham players on a yellow. Richarlison being one of them, along with Mickey Van de Ven. United only have 1. And United will have a free kick with Bruno Fernandes to take. He whips it in. Near post. Chance for United. Ball's on the line. No, it's cleared away. Good work there by the Tottenham defense. How has that ball not gone in? Let's look at this one again. Near post cross. Euro tried to get to it, but clearing it off the line. Good work by the Tottenham. I believe that was the Tottenham center half, Romero. It was Christian Romero. Good work there by the Argentine center half. Long switch attempted by United, looking for Dorgu, who was in line with the 18-yard box. but it is headed away again by Pedro Porro, who's had a very good game at right back so far for Tottenham. Yoro, near side Mazraoui, heading right towards the sideline with Diallo. Quick turn and brings it back to Yoro. Casemiro moves forward. Now it's Shaw. After his overlapping run. Mason Mount, good turn. Mount working towards the sideline. Mount keeps it in for a moment, but stumbles and loses his balance. Tottenham win it back right away. They clear it off of Luke Shaw and out for a throw. Mount just trying to get anything going for this Manchester United group. They just can't do it. I don't know what the problem is for them. We'll probably see a batch of substitutions, I would imagine, in a couple of minutes. Tottenham lose it immediately. United win it back right on midfield. Diallo. Diallo with space. Diallo with speed. Diallo cutting back. Diallo almost taken down by Richarlison. He drops it off to Fernandez. Now gives it off to Euro. Maguire. Shaw. Lofted cross blocked by Johnson. And just cleared away. Weirdest stat to look at, total passes complete. Manchester United have 242. Tottenham have 92. And Tottenham lead by a goal to nil. Here's Mount looking for Rasmus Højlund, but it was too far for him. And it's collected by Vicario. Over an hour into this matchup now, with Tottenham leading by a score of a goal to nil. Oh, that cross was looking for Højlund. It was right on line, but it was deflected ever so slightly by Romero. High clearance by Vicario, looking towards the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Throw in Manchester United right towards the United technical area. Quick throw in as play resumes. Far side Dorgu. Played back to Shaw. Back to Dorgu once more. Down the line to Mount. He is moving forward with space. Manchester United try to go on the break. Pass looking for Dorgu. Defended well by Matasar. Sarr doing a great job out there on the left side. Another pass attempt. It's defended well by Johnson. Tottenham are on the break. Johnson with numbers. He gets taken down. No foul, says the referee. And it's going to be a goal kick. Brennan Johnson has to be careful as well. He was shouting right in the direction of the referee. He says no foul. Goal kick to Manchester United. That was a foul too. You see why Johnson was irate. United now moving the other way towards the far side. Dorgu cross. Diallo. Diallo trying to cut back, but good defensive play there by Basuma. And Tottenham are able to clear. Now here's Basuma again with space. It's a 2-on-3. Tottenham, extra pass. Solanke. Oh, a poor touch by Solanke. A better touch by the former Bournemouth man would have put him through on goal. And Tottenham could have had their second. Good bit of play there. Tottenham moving forward with pace. Great ball there looking for Solanke, but it's a little bit of a poor touch. And here's a long ball looking for Rasmus Højlund, and it's just a little bit too far out for a throw. Amorim, the manager, showing frustration. Postecoglou is watching his fans be in celebration. And even there's still just under half an hour to go. There's still a lot of football to be played in this. I believe there's about a half an hour to go. Someone has to do something. Again. Whether it be Tottenham score a second or United score again. I would not believe that this final ends with only one goal. United trying to flip the script. Fernandez. Casemiro. Wide to Dorgu. Dorgu's still with it. He drops it off to Casemiro. This is the one thing so far United have struggled with. They advance well, but they just have to find a way to just pass it back. That's something that really hasn't worked. Euro advancing, Euro dancing, Euro able to get rid of it. Got taken down by Bentancur. Play moves on. Diallo trying to get towards the byline, going up with a good scrap with Richarlison, but the Brazilian wins it back and just hits it up the pitch. Deflected out of play by Bruno right in front of the Postecoglou technical area, and a good round of applause there for the man who usually plays in the 9 for the Brazilian national team. Let's look at this challenge again. Yeah, a lot of no calls from this officiating crew. It's a very interestingly officiated match. So far for me, it's been a lot that's happening. Tottenham win the throw in, and they're going to win another one about 20 yards down the line where they won their previous one into the Manchester United attacking third again. And you have to imagine with how much time is remaining, you have to expect that Tottenham could get a second. And we have a player down. It is Richarlison. And they are calling for the medical personnel for Richarlison. And he's signaling, yes, he needs to come out. So could we see a Son Heung-min come in this type of situation? Heung-min Son would be a very interesting ad in this type of a match. Didn't get the start, but we'll see who comes in. You have to imagine that United could possibly be throwing in someone like an Alejandro Garnacho possibly later on in this game, and a little bit of discomfort for the Tottenham number 9. Could we see a Matisse Tell? Could we see, who knows who we're going to see, and it is who we thought. We have our first substitution of the match. Richarlison off, replaced by Heung-min Son. So the South Korean will come in and play on that left-hand side wing. We'll just show you what the substitution is one more time. Richarlison out, Son on. So Son, actually taking the captain's armband as well. As we are about to be underway again. Throw in taken by Tottenham, and they concede a foul immediately. Udogie took down Diallo, and he's taken a beating in this game so far. Make sure to like and subscribe to the stream. A lot more of these to come in the coming weeks. With so much soccer coming in the next couple of months, a lot of streams will be happening on this channel. United hit it forward, but it's intercepted and then re-won by United. Diallo into the center of midfield, and we're going to get a foul, and we're going to get an immediate yellow card to Basuma. He's really going after the referee. So I believe that's going to be Yves Basuma who conceded that foul. It is. Yves Basuma, born in the Ivory Coast, but is playing national team football for Mali. Here's a chance for United. Headed on, but cleared off the line. Another chance for United. But it's cleared away briefly by Spurs. What the hell just happened? I don't know. All I know is that play moves on, and it's a foul against Manchester United. What the hell is going on? Great ball in by Casemiro. It just hits off the chest of Vicario and cleared off the line by Van de Ven. Incredible stuff. Van de Ven heroics. have saved Tottenham for now. Could that be the moment we look back at the end of the game? How did Van de Ven not get killed by the post? I don't know what's going on. Van de Ven is all right, which is, I don't hope for any injuries, even if I hate both of these teams. But what a play by Van de Ven. You got to give credit where credit is due. Unbelievable clearance on the Tottenham center half. Now Vicario will be able to clear, and Tottenham fans can take a deep breath. Hit forward towards Son. One back actually by Udogie. Tries to dribble past two. One back then by Diallo. Intercepted immediately by Sarr. Bentancur now has it. Controlled by Van de Ven and hit all the way back to Vicario. The Italian goalkeeper knocks it forward. One back by Maguire. Headed by Basuma. Battle for the ball in the midfield won by Casemiro. Now wide to Dorgu far side. Dorgu's still with it. Played back to Shaw. Utter chaos in this Europa League final. Manchester United had an opportunity, but could not capitalize. That was their chance. That was the chance for them. Unbelievable. Unbelievable moment that was. Tottenham showing a little bit of extra pressure now. But United are able to escape with Mazraoui. Looking for a long pass, intercepted by Paro. Paro carries, looking for his own switch, but Euro intercepts only for a moment. Plethora of headers, one back by Son Heung-min. Trying to find an extra pass to Solanke. Play continues. Only for a moment as the referee is going to whistle back a foul against Dominic Solanke. Free kick for United. And we're going to get a sub. It's Garnacho. And he is going to replace Højlund. So Rasmus Højlund is off. Alejandro Garnacho is on to try and win this game or extend us to extra time. So that is the first change for United. They're moving forward now with Dorgu. Correction, Euro. Near side Mazraoui. Diallo trying to connect. Drops it off back to Euro again. Utter chaos in this Europa League final over the last couple of minutes. Will we find another goal? That's the question. Euro. Oh, we actually have another sub. Xerxes also came on. We'll talk about him in a moment. Near post cross. How is that not gone in? What is happening? Because I don't know. Madness. By the way, they just reported the Xerxes move. So Joshua Xerxes is on. Tottenham cleared away, one back by United. Focus on so many things right now. This is the weakness of doing a stream solo. No one knows what's going on anymore, and I'm all for this. Will someone... Because can we get another goal, please? Like, seriously. I don't want that goal to be the winner. Dorgu. Far side, Garnacho. Hits it off of Bentancur out of play. Throw in for United. What will happen in these final few minutes? Maguire. Ball over the top to Garnacho. He keeps it in. Garnacho towards the byline. Garnacho cross deflected and into the hands of Vicario, the goalkeeper. Garnacho just carrying, trying to go the step over, cut towards the byline. And that cross is just blocked immediately by Pedro Porro, who's done an unbelievable job out there at right back today. Vicario hits it forward. One back by Fernandez. Now Xerxes. Fernandez. Long ball over the top. Good switch towards Alejandro Garnacho. Garnacho with numbers. Garnacho! Garnacho! Save Vicario! Gorgeous save moving to his left. The phone is ringing in our house. It's saying Vicario made a big save. How about that moment? Another crucial play by Vicario, the goalkeeper. Third corner for United. First of the second half. Whipped in and headed away by, I believe, Romero. Now Fernandez. Good pass to Diallo, looking to get him towards the end line. Deflected out of play, out for another corner for Manchester United. Tottenham have brought on one sub. United have brought on two. Not really any of them making an impact other than Garnacho so far. Here's another cross. Fernandez, near post. It goes past everyone. One touch and strike by Shaw, but his shot is blocked by Sarr. Mazraoui keeps it. Lofted across to Fernandez. Trying to find Casemiro. It's taken away by Heung-min Son. Numbers on the break now coming for Tottenham. But good pursuit there by Dorgu, who wins it back for Manchester United. United slow it down a little bit. 15 minutes and stoppage time remains. Does United have a goal in them? Garnacho, good overlapping ball to Luke Shaw, taken down, and they're going to say no foul, goal kick. Crazy last couple of minutes. What about that tackle by Dorgu, keeping the play alive? And then Porro making this challenge on Shaw. He actually doesn't play the ball here. Very interesting moment there. The three finals, by the way, if you pay attention to any of the others, we have Chelsea against Real Betis and PSG against Inter. I know we're definitely doing Chelsea Betis. Inter, I don't know, because I actually might be working that day. Here's Garnacho. Casemiro plays it back to, actually all the way back. Play moves on. Move forward with Euro. Does anyone have a goal in this? Diallo. Euro. Now Fernandez trying to find Xerxes. Pass blocked by Sarr. Fernandez goes for a long switch to Luke Shaw. Through ball attempt. Blocked by Bentancur and hit out of play. Blocked off of Shaw. United fans in disbelief of what they have seen over the last 15 minutes of utter madness. And we're going to get a sub. It looks like it's Kevin Danso. And he's going to replace Brennan Johnson. Let's take a quick look at the last goal. At the only goal, Johnson somehow credited for this. I still don't know how that's not an own goal, but listen, the goal scorer is off as Tottenham seek survival. Danso is on. Johnson is off. Play resumes with a United throw-in. So the goal score is off for Tottenham as they seek to go more defensive for the last minutes and change. Played back to Euro. Casemiro swung over to Maguire. Does anyone have anything else left in this game? Euro carries. Euro distributes to Mazraoui. Now to Diallo. Diallo drops it off. Casemiro now going for a long cross towards Alejandro Garnacho, but headed away by Sarr. And out for a throw. 10 minutes and change to go. Garnacho to Casemiro. Moved forward with Euro. Euro still with it. Euro to Diallo. Diallo back to Casemiro. Not a very strong pass, but it was blocked and then retrieved by Garnacho in central midfield. Euro. Still any Euro. Moved out to Diallo. Near wing with Mazraoui. Deflected initially by Son and out of play for a throw. Mazraoui takes it quick. Now at Diallo. Looking for a lofted cross towards Xerxes. Headed away by Van de Ven. And then headed away again by Solanke. But won back by Maguire. Euro. To the near side of Mazraoui. I mean, this game is nuts. This game is turning into something that we did not see in the first half, damn it, other than the goal. Casemiro, wide to Diallo. Diallo carries. He gives it to Mazraoui. Lofted cross to the box. Takes it 2 headers to clear, and the United still have it. Euro moves forward. Euro past one. Euro, long cross, far post. No one there. Retrieved by Garnacho, about 2 paces off of the end line. Garnacho, Fernandez. Fernandez back to Garnacho. Garnacho looking for Xerxes. Deflected and then cleared by Basuma. Shaw now has it. He tries to move forward far side. Now Dorgu. Maguire leaves it off. And now finding Garnacho. Garnacho. Good defensive play there by Pedro Porro. Porro. Long ball forward towards Solanke. Solanke turns past 1. Solanke dances past 2. Tottenham are moving forward, looking for Son. Great challenge by Mazraoui. The Moroccan may have saved the match for Manchester United. Moving forward now are United again into the attacking third. Garnacho enters. Back to Fernandez. Long cross to absolutely no one. And it's collected eventually by Vicario. What is happening? I can't describe to you how nuts this match has been in the last few minutes. Shout out to everyone who's been with this chat today. You guys are awesome. Subscribe, like, utter chaos. And I'm all for that, damn it. Hit forward by Vicario. One back eventually by Basuma for Tottenham. We have a sub being prepared. It is, I don't know who it is, but it looks like it's Diogo Dalot who is ready to enter inside the last couple of minutes. Maguire, lofted switch, looking for Diallo. One back by Udogie. Son now has it. He looks for Udogie, but it's just a little bit too far, and it's saved and kept in bounds by Lenny Euro. How will this end? Does anyone have another goal in them? 7 minutes to go plus stoppage time. I'm way too hyped for this as an Arsenal fan. I don't know what's going on anymore. Spin move by Garnacho, looking like he's Anthony out there on the far wing. Garnacho has it. Garnacho tries to dance past one, leaves it off for Shaw. Back for Maguire. United have had some late heroics throughout their Europa League run. They have not lost a game yet in the Europa League. Diallo. Still Diallo. Tries to dance past Udogie. He takes it away. Tottenham have numbers on the break. Udogie. Step overs. Udogie take it down. And we're going to get a foul and a yellow card to Xerxes. Xerxes comes on and eventually gets a yellow card for himself in the Europa League final. What a turn of events. What a emotional roller coaster we've had in this game. Let's take a look at the last play. Yeah, just a clip from behind. Poor challenge. So it'll be a free kick coming for Tottenham. We have a sub. I'm not going to be able to put it on here, but it's Mazraoui replaced by Dallo. I'm going to save myself from not describing what's going on to making sure you guys know what's going on at the sacrifice of the graphic. Not sure he'll be taking this one. Looks like it'll be Son to take. Heung-min Son to whip it in with an overlapping run behind him by one of his fullbacks. Lofted cross, far post, acrobatic attempt by Sarr. Correction, that was Danso. But it just didn't connect with anybody and is out for a goal kick. Tottenham have to retreat immediately. United trying to move forward. They have to now. We're heading towards the dying minutes of regulation in the Europa League final. A game that has taken so many twists and turns, especially inside the last half an hour or so. We're going to have a foul. It's going to be conceded by Tottenham. You could see the player faces on the bench. They can't bear to watch this end. Lofted ball by United. It's towards Harry Maguire, but he heads it on. It's collected by Vicario. I'm not sure if it was Maguire or Casemiro who got to it, but it doesn't matter. As we have a little bit of a scrap afterwards. It's the center halves trying to go after each other. I think we might have had offsides whistle. It was actually Casemiro who got to that. Let's look at the last play. Danso going for some acrobatics. Only something that Antonio Rudiger would be proud of. What a match. What a match, man. It's drastically improved over the last 15 minutes. I'm just having fun with it now. Sarr has it taken away by Casemiro. Log switch attempted, looking for Amad Diallo. It's one only for a moment. United still have it. Xerxes moving forward. Xerxes progresses. Xerxes shoots. His shot blocked by Basuma. Now it's Diogo Dallo who just came in. He's off for Amad Diallo. Someone has to do something. There's no way this game ends without another goal. Lofted cross by Shaw. Maguire taken down in the box. No penalty, says the referee. And another shouting match between the center backs. Maguire, who is getting locked down by Danso, Romero, and Van de Ven. And a lot of shouting. We're actually going to take a look at the last play. Van de Ven might have taken down Maguire there. I'm not really sure. But then Maguire just gets up. I'm not sure how I'm not sure how Maguire doesn't have a yellow card yet. Move forward by Tottenham, and we're going to get another shouting match after Maguire concedes the foul on Christian Romero, and he's going to get a well-deserved yellow card. Type Y in the chat for yellow cards, as this is where it's going to start coming down to who is more disciplined. And it looked like just a foul of frustration by Harry Maguire. So another yellow card. And a player is down, is Christian Romero. We're going to close the poll has said that we expected United to win this game. 54% of you said 53% of you said Manchester United. Big ups to the 13 people that voted in the chat today. And we're going to get another sub, 2 subs at it. It is Archie Gray, along with, I don't know who that is. This is where my lack of Tottenham knowledge comes into play. I have no idea who it's going to be Spence, the 24-year-old Spence, the left back, and Archie Gray. So a double change for Tottenham. And while they're now out of subs, it brings in the situation of, because of the window, I believe that with the windows, Sarr is off. He is replaced by Archie Gray. Additionally, the other sub is Spence, and he replaces Destiny Udogie. So both guys who have had an excellent game, by the way, come off as we're into the 90th minute. I don't know why the drop down is on. We'll see how much stoppage time we have. You have to imagine it's a lot. Hit forward by Tottenham. Son towards the corner. Son goes for the corner. He gets taken down immediately. A scrap for the ball right towards the corner flag. It's out of play and a throw in for Tottenham. 7 added minutes to the end of this game. We will have chaos. Subscribe, like the video, and we're going to have a stoppage immediately. Well, I just killed all of the freaking... And we're going to have a yellow card to a coach. See, that's perfect. You know what? It's actually Lindelof. That's actually very fitting. Victor Lindelof just got a yellow card in a final he's not in. Said some things to the fourth official. He didn't like it. Call over the center. Gave out a yellow. Makes a lot of sense. And now we are back underway. United progressing forward. Heading now towards the midfield stripe. They're now across it with Shaw. He moves it forward now to Garnacho, far wing. Dorgu came off, replaced by Kobe Mainu. So I was wrong. Kobe Mainu is now in as well. Here's Diallo looking for Xerxes. They still have it with Manchester United. United try to go to the cross with Diallo blocked by Son. Now it's Diallo. Recycled to Lenny Euro. Back to Diallo. 90 seconds into the original, added 7 minutes. Long cross looking for Maguire. It's deflected. I believe that's going to be a corner. No, it's a goal kick. Well, let's take a look at that cross. Excellent ball in the box. A scrap between Denso and Maguire. That was actually the correct call. Good work there by the referees. It is a goal kick after the ball hit the top of Harry Maguire, and that was it. 2 of the 7 originally allocated minutes of stoppage time have passed. Tottenham looking for their first ever Europa League. Tears of joy or sadness will be seen in just minutes. A scrap towards the Tottenham bench rather than the Manchester United bench. It's a foul conceded by Manchester United. You could hear the songs out of the North London end. You can imagine the joy they feel right now. United concerned. Tottenham excited. Here's a turnover by Tottenham in their own half. It's actually Johnny Evans, by the way, who got the yellow card. It was not Lindelof. Well, that's disappointing that I got that wrong, but they do look kind of similar. Play continues. Doesn't matter. Tottenham are now having to defend for their life. Diallo has it. He drops it off for Diogo Dallo. Now Yoro moves it across to Bruno. Now Shaw progressing forward with Garnacho. Garnacho cross deflected, headed away, but Tottenham can't get it all the way out. A Travella cross blocked, then a floated cross, or rather a floated switch to Diallo. 4 minutes are gone in stoppage time. A lofted cross, back post, headed away by the Tottenham defense. I don't know what's going on anymore. United have it again. They start to progress forward with Lenny Euro and Bruno Fernandes. Euro wide to Diallo. Diallo touched forward to Dallo. We've Dallo, Diallo, and Euro. What is going on with the words? Now it's Bruno Fernandes wide to Garnacho. Garnacho looking for Shaw on a low cross, but not all the way out again. Fernandes wide to Garnacho. Garnacho still with it. Over to Lenny Euro. Euro takes a strike and it's over everything and out of play for a goal kick. Wow. Euro went for it. That's not the time to be doing that. But you got to give credit to this Tottenham defense. Kevin Danso and everyone that's still in the match. Destiny, if he was still in here, would be proud. What is happening? We've had saves. We've had defensive masterclasses. We've had subscribers. We've had it all this stream. 5 minutes gone in the original 7 allocated minutes. Cleared away by Tottenham. Won back by Manchester United. Passed all the way back to Onana. Who knows how many attacks that Manchester United have left. It's now with Luke Shaw progressing forward quickly. United probably have 1 or 2 attacks more left in them in this match in regulation. Long cross looking for Dallo. Flicked on towards Amad Diallo. Flick back to Dallo. Long cross, back post, looking for Maguire. It's Casemiro the 6. Casemiro taken down. No foul, says the referee. Could this be looked at? Who knows what's going to happen next? Fernandes, cross blocked by Solanke. Now it's Euro. Moved over to Amad Diallo. Now it's Diogo Dallo. Back to Amad. Swung over to Fernandes. Fernandes wide. Dallo has it. Cross back post. Headed on. Save Vicario again. A brick wall on the Tottenham back line. It was Van de Ven earlier with key saves, including the big clearance that everyone's talking about. And now it's Vicario doing the same. Another cross, lofted in, headed only to as far as Bruno Fernandes, about 5 yards off the top of the box. Lofted in, headed away by Van de Ven for a moment. Retrieved by Dallo, heading towards the byline. Crossed out of play. Corner kick, Manchester United on the near side. Another cross and another miraculous save. It was Shaw who got the header, but the save of a lifetime by Vicario. Last play of the game in regulation. I have to stand up for this. As we're going to wait for a moment. Not sure if they're doing a VAR check on when Casemiro got taken down, but who the hell knows? Whipped in with pace. Everyone forward, headed on. It's Garnacho, Beisel, kick off the side of the net. It was actually Casemiro who got it. And Tottenham fans begin to celebrate. How has this not gone in again? An acrobatic attempt. It was Casemiro who caught it. Garnacho probably would have struck that in the back of the net. And now we have a player down. Or we thought he would be down. And Play is going to roll on. We're past the original 7 allocated minutes. Tottenham may have done it. That's it! From 17th in the Prem to champions of the Europa League, Ange Postecoglou's side has only gone and done it. For the first time in club history, they've won the Europa League, as that's their first trophy in 17 years. In England this year, we've seen so many great stories. Newcastle back a few months ago. Crystal Palace back on Saturday. And now Tottenham. Complete what has been an incredible season and an incredible Europa League tournament. It is all over in Bilbao. Tottenham are heading to the Champions League in 2025-26. A final that was so dramatic in the end, but we didn't think it would end that way at one point. It's full time in Bilbao. Tottenham 1, Manchester United 0. Take a breath. Everyone at home deserves it. Take a breath. Open your eyes and see what is going on. Ange Postecoglou, you remember what he said in the second year? In my second year, I win trophies. Well, guess what, Spurs fans? Even if they were 17th, after all they've gone through, the Australian manager was right. Tottenham Hotspur, Vanquerors, as it says on the trophy, they have vanquished Manchester United in a game that had the weirdest goal. A lofted cross that Brennan Johnson was credited with, but it really didn't score off of him. It really should have been an own goal. But an unbelievable finish to the 2024-25 Europa League. And an excellent start to the summer of streams here on RBTV. That will be all on our stream today. Thank you guys so much for being with me here today. Make sure to like and subscribe. Follow me at rbasil_11 or at RBTV on Instagram. The celebrations have begun in Bilbao. It finishes once again Tottenham 1, Manchester United 0. This has been a presentation of the RBTV Match of the Week here on YouTube.